And Chuck and I both are here to welcome Steve Werblun, who is a friend of mine from LA and who's a brilliant storyboard artist. And Steve has been in those trials you may have heard of several years ago where he was the storyboard artist. And he has the inside scoop, I hate to say this, but about guilt or innocence. And he knows every move that was made in the courtroom. So that was in itself a fascinating experience for him. Not only just because he was the storyboard artist, but at the end of every day, Judge Ito, the judge in that case, had to okay his drawings and allow him to either put them out or not because of the nature of what he picked up in the courtroom. They had to be approved. But in any case, that's only one part of this man's career. The rest is he's done maybe 100 movies storyboarded, but 10 of them you will all recognize. A lot of you will recognize those movies. And we invited him up to share with both MPT and illustration because they cover both schools. His work covers basically both schools. It's not only for the film school because he works with directors and he sees what their vision is and listens to them, and then he does the storyboard work for their breaking down the camera angles and so on through a whole film. And as he will share with you tonight, some of those storyboards he did were actually listened to by the director. And they took heed and said, that's really so good. Basically, I said to him recently, you don't even need, the director didn't even need to be there. That in fact, his storyboard carried was part of the opening of the film. And Chuck spent the day with him today over at Illustration, introducing him to various classes. So anyway, we want to welcome Steve, and he has this presentation he wants to share with you. Thank you all for coming.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming this evening. Appreciate it. Well, after that, what do I say? I don't know. Now, you're seeing storyboards in mass. You might recognize the films. Great. All right, this is the scene.
To give you a policy if we can make it work.
We'll make it work, sport.
Great. So what are we doing on the roof?
I'm just going to do a bit of a base jump. Here. Keep the walkie on channel 13, all right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
A base jump, a free fall from an inanimate object. Always carry me chute in case I find a good launching point.
Oh, no. All right. Look, just don't do anything, all right? Ruben Pfeffer.
Hey, Ruben, it's Polly Prince.
Hey, Polly, how's it going?
I'll give you a shout when I'm through, all right?
Yeah, no, that's not all right. Polly, can I call you back in a second?
Hey, okay, I just wanted to tell you, I got your message, and you know what? Let's just start over and forget about that whole loofah thing.
Oh, shit! No! Oh! Holy shit!
I didn't like that loofah. Yeah!
Relax, Leela's meeting with the insurance guy right now.
Whoa! Yeah! Oh! Oh, crap! Oh,
I'll
shit!
just call you in the next few days. Bye.
Lyle and Pfeffer. You there, mate?
Yes, Pfeffer, to Leland, hello?
Come on down and give us a hand. I think I might have fractured me coccyx.
All right, we're going to watch another film-to-frame comparison now, and this is actually something that's been done online. So we're going to go to that, and we're going to show a scene from the movie Equilibrium. Has anyone familiar with Equilibrium? Oh, okay. Equilibrium is a science fiction film. It stars Christian Bale and Taye Diggs, and it's, here you go. I want you to watch this scene, and then I'll break it down for you.
Yes, sir. Go.
Where is he? Anybody get him? Did anybody hit him?
Thank you. Fun scene, huh? Now, this is one moment that I like in my career because it's not often that a director actually tells me to direct a scene. That was the one. So, Kurt Wimmer, the writer-director of this film, was so meticulously careful about storyboarding every single scene in this film. We had charts and graphs, and we went over choreography of camera movement and people to the point where there wasn't a thing that I could do to improvise. Nothing. The guy was so tight. Then he says to me, I want you to design the opening scene to my film. And I was blown away. He said, I need to have Christian Bale in 12 different positions where he has 2 guns in his hand and he's firing them both. Okay? Now, how do we do this? You do it. You figure it out. Well, I had fun. I just sat around all day, and did all these exercises, and it was cool. I got my workout. But I actually came up with these designs, these shots, and I'll show you right here. This is a film-to-frame comparison of what you just saw. And this is one of those moments when, as a storyboard artist, you're really, flattered because the director, compositionally at least, and everything else, just mimicked what you did. So this is the film-to-frame comparison, which I must give credit to a good lady by the name of Jen Faust, who put this together on a fan site for this film. Now, here you go. We need to see what we're doing, so I'm not going to darken it so we know what's happening. But it's the same exact thing. The camera is dollying right. It's on a track. It's moving as fast as it can, and we're right with him. And it's the same composition. It's the same everything. Then he's going through the door. The cops are bursting the bolts off the door with their rifles. And that's what's happening in this shot. But you can't really see it, but we know it's happening. That 20 years later, in Los Angeles, I would be covering the biggest trial in history. This one. Now, I don't know if you were all around to remember what an event this was, but it took up basically 20 hours a day of every television station's programming in the world for a year and a month. Now, that's a long time. It's a long time for anybody to be in court, especially the jurors. But I was there, and so were all the reporters. And a lot of the things that I had to do, I wasn't allowed to see. So I was given descriptions of things, because you're not allowed in the room when they're what they call voir direing a jury. Okay, when they're asking them the questions that are going to determine whether they're going to use them, are very private and personal questions, and they don't want anybody in there. So instead of that, one reporter would be in there. He'd come out. He'd tell me what would be going on, and I know what the courtroom looks like. So I made this up.